Let's get ready to marvel!
Oh my God.
To another episode of the 10-Minute Marvel Podcast. I'm doing different cold opens to throw Greg off here.
I'm on my heels, that's for sure.
So, welcome back to 10-Minute Marvel. Today, we're going to be talking about the two shows that were rumored to be in development process for multiple seasons, Champions and Strange Academy, and kind of break down some potential teams, some potential teachers, things like that, depending on the show, and who we think makes sense, who doesn't, that sort of thing. Plus, of course, the news and rumors, including Doomsday Trailer 4 to be talking about. So, could be a packed show. Could be really short if we don't have much to say on any of these news and rumors. But I'm your host, Petter Swinsrud, and in the other corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, soaking wet.
I was gonna say, how generous. It's the I don't know, it's the Strange Academy substitute teacher, everybody. It's Greg. I got nothing on that one. I am 145 soaking wet and just pure shame right now. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for returning. I don't know what to say, Petter. I'll just jump right into that intro. If you're looking for ways to support us, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10 Minute Marvel. Give us a like and thumb smash that subscribe button. Find and follow us on Facebook and that other thing with an X. Hashtag 10MinMarvel. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. Petter.
Yes.
What are we doing
Ready.
first? Rumors, or I'm going to say it's going to be news.
Still going to be rumors.
Damn it. Okay.
As always.
Thought maybe it would change it up a little bit. Change it up the cold open.
I did change up the cold open.
And it was cold.
Only
chilly.
so much change allowed per episode.
Oh, all right. Probably good.
Let's kick off the rumors with our plethora of Doomsday rumors. 4 trailers out. It is again popping up in the rumors that Avengers Doomsday is going to have its first full trailer at the Super Bowl. I would say that, like Greg at 145 pounds, water is wet. This trailer's coming out there.
What does that make me actually then? Like, I gotta be like what, 125 then? I don't know.
Yeah, 125, 130.
Man. Okay then. Have a snack, Greg. All right. What if it doesn't drop? Are you going to be disappointed? Are people going to be disappointed?
I'm going to be disappointed. I think that there'd definitely be people who would be disappointed for sure on it. And honestly, the only other time it would make sense that the trailer is going to drop is tonight. Greg.
Oh, did you check?
I haven't
tonight
checked.
Because
the College Football National Championship, and that is on ABC. And so that's Disney, obviously. Like they're all under the same umbrella. And I forget who has the Super Bowl this year. I don't think it's ABC.
CBS or something?
Yeah. Let's research time.
Yep. Hold, please.
Looks like it is NBC.
Oh, all right.
You almost said the right 3 letters.
Yeah.
All of them are 3 letters, so it's really not much of a... With the exception of Fox, all of them have BC in there too.
Right. I know. I was kind of close. Yeah, I guess I would not expect them to drop it during the college championship game.
We would have
didn't
heard
even know
about
it was
it.
happening.
Yeah, I think we would have heard about it a little bit more, like they would have been teasing the feature-length trailer during the halftime show or something like that.
Yeah.
And we would have had some commercials, clips, things like that, little bits of things that would hit the rumors. And it doesn't make sense, I don't think, for tonight, unless it's maybe just like another teaser, like if it's a Doom-centric teaser, something like that.
But during the college championship, I just don't see that.
It's going to be really well watched. They've done it before with, I think, college football playoffs, national championship before. Really? And I think, yeah, and NBA finals or even NBA like Western Conference Finals, if I remember
Hmm.
correctly. So there is precedent for it, but we always knew it was coming, and we there's been zero on it. So I think there's basically no chance of that happening. Obviously, if it does happen, we will pause, watch whatever comes out, and jump back in with that. But yeah, like I said, very low chance in my opinion.
So I looked up, has Marvel dropped any trailers during college football championships? Playoff national championship is what it came up with. But Captain Marvel in 2019, Alabama
Yep,
versus Clemson, Ant-Man and the Wasp 2023, Black Panther. Oh, sorry.
confirmed.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp was during the championship game. Black Panther original or the first one, national championship game in 2018. Avengers Age of Ultron in 2015 during the inaugural college football playoff national championship, and Black Widow, a special look trailer in 2020 championship game. Really? Huh.
So Greg, Greg
I
nailed it.
obviously need to watch more college football. Is
Hmm.
where that really how we end up on that one. Um, yeah, I just didn't remember it being a college game, but
Yep.
I I do remember though. I feel like we were anticipating some big release and it didn't show during the was that during the Super Bowl? Was there something else that was
I'm trying to remember. It would have been like a couple years ago because last year we
yeah.
had Fantastic Four.
Is that what we maybe wanted? Hmm. That's a hard one to
Or
look up and
did we
kind of a
have
time suck.
Fantastic Four? No, we didn't have Fantastic Four. We had Thunderbolts. Wasn't that it? No, because that would have been really close to Thunderbolts release. Um,
I
that's
feel
not
like
that
maybe it was
difficult.
Fantastic Four. Um, but we got a Valentine's Day thing instead. Maybe.
So, but that was the year before the Valentine's Day thing. So it
Yeah.
looks like Thunderbolts was Marvel's trailer for that. And I think we had been thinking we're going to get a Fantastic Four trailer
Mm,
as well.
okay.
So pretty sure that that's
Yeah.
what it is.
I just remember something where I was like, oh, didn't happen. But
Yep, that would make sense.
hmm. Well, anyways, good content here. All right.
Hmm.
Let's move on. What else we got?
So next up, we have, like I said, a handful more Doomsday kind of theories, ideas. Uh, that Avengers Doomsday will revisit key events from the Endgame time heist. Now, this one ties into a kind of, I'm going to call it a theory, but I think there's probably a decent argument to be made that no, this is lined up with the Doomsday teasers. So all four of the teasers in the countdown, like when the teasers drop and you hit the end, it goes into this countdown to when the movie, or Doomsday is going to release, and the numbers always glitch out for just like a second. And people have mapped those to Avengers Endgame and how they line up there. So I had this in the news, but I'm going to pull it down here because it hasn't been confirmed. The Russos have said that like the trailers are all part of telling the story of Doomsday. The first one being the Captain America Steve Rogers trailer. The time glitch in there is when the Ancient One is explaining that the Infinity Stones have to go back to the exact moment, otherwise, millions will suffer. So,
Hmm.
kind of talking about the idea of incursions and universes ending. The Thor timestamp is when Loki disguises himself as Captain America, coordinating the search and rescue from Stark Tower, basically on his way to escape with the Tesseract. So another moment that causes an incursion that the TVA stamps out. In the X-Men one, that one lines up with Rocket asking Thor if he's crying, which is a,
Hmm.
a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth one, I'm not going to talk about who's in the fourth trailer. We'll talk about that coming up here in a little bit. But that's when the team first kind of tests out time travel and plans the time heist.
Hmm. Tests out time travel.
So yeah,
Oh,
when Ant-Man's bouncing around.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Started off on a good, started off well in theory
Yeah.
wise. Kind of gets a little rough though.
It
Um,
well, and so this is that I actually didn't have this in the theory section because I had this in the news section originally because like these are actual you can check out the numbers that glitch
yeah.
in the teaser and assuming that they line up to Endgame, which many people do, this this ties into the idea of like okay, it's going to be revisiting kind of some of these potential Nexus type moments from Endgame and how that's causing some issues.
When was Thor crying? Was he
I think I think that's when
they just picked him up? Like
yeah,
they
like shortly after they had picked him up or maybe
oh, he lost his brother. I think he talked about losing his
yeah,
brother,
I
maybe.
think it was when he was with Rocket and
Oh,
Groot going to Nidavellir or something around that. So it wasn't necessarily on the ship with everybody, if I remember correctly. Like
yeah.
he has a little bit more of an emotional scene then.
Either way, it's an interesting theory. I
I think there's going to be something to it. Like they'll probably touch on or mention. I would think probably that Steve doesn't get everything back perfectly in place because how could you? And that's at least caused some incursion. Like Earth 616 is now potentially going to have an incursion because Steve couldn't quite get it right.
hmm It seems to me, was this what Voss was saying too on New Rockstars about? I think this has kind of been brought up too. Just the children themselves are kind of anomalies,
Yeah.
but these don't line up with this theory that you're talking about with the timestamp. That doesn't really line up, except for Steve Rogers. Well, not even with Steve Rogers. That's because that's the ancient one talking. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um,
I think it can line up well enough, but it's certainly not something where I guess I look at it and go like, okay, that makes sense, but is that going to be all it is?
Right. Could it be also something? Because was it just Infinity War, or did they do Endgame as well? Like, were they just lining it up with points in
End
time with
game.
Endgame,
Yep.
but not Infinity War?
Nope.
Might be worth looking at. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming that people have tested it out with other ones
hmm
than just this, but yeah.
Fun idea.
hmm I think there's probably something to it in at least some way that they're dropping some type of hint. Whether or not people have figured it out perfectly, who knows?
hmm
Next one about Doomsday comes from My Time to Shine Hello, who says that Doctor Doom blames Steve's time travel for the death of his wife and son. So the
Hmm.
death of Doom's wife and son.
Okay. Interesting. That's kind of fun. I mean, that's kind of the thing I'm looking for is you have to have some motivation, right,
hmm
to do this. So how would that have happened?
Well, maybe Doom has some ability to look outside of, like, to be separate slightly from space-time. And so when the anomaly or the branch nexus point occurred, he realizes that no, this isn't just like this isn't the way it's supposed to be.
So yeah, somehow he figures out how to get to Loki, maybe, and determine like see those stories. Like if he's the god of stories,
hmm
would he not have kind of this information tracked as to the change in a timeline?
I would think so. That's kind of my guess anyways, is like, okay, yeah, this is tied into God of Stories, or yeah, or he just doesn't even, he realizes it that, yeah, something's wrong in some way. Something that, something's happened that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's going to happen regardless, whether that's exactly if it's Steve Rogers. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it is interesting that Steve Rogers has a child. So it kind of makes you think that it's a setup. I don't know. Why would you put
hmm
that? I don't know.
Yeah.
What else?
So next Doomsday one, this one's even a little bit more wild and out there, but that the Scarlet Witch, kind of at the behest, at the rescue of Doom, like Doom rescuing her from the
Mount
events that the,
Wundagore?
yeah,
Oh,
yep, it will then use her to basically put a hex around Earth, kind of setting up the world of Secret Wars. So a twist on kind of the what we've talked about before with the Void, and that the champions, with kind of led by Speed and Wiccan, are going to be the ones who rescue her in Secret Wars.
hmm.
I do think she's one of the characters that it makes at least some sense with her power set that she could be behind creation of the world of Secret Wars.
Yeah. Um, I did kind of get excited when I was thinking, when hearing that Doom snatched her and is
Hmm.
using her. So
I think a
that's
lot of
cool to
people will
me.
be pretty excited by that.
Which also, I know that I'm guessing they were trying to keep Elizabeth Olsen's kind of under wraps, or a little bit
Yep,
hush
for
hush.
sure.
So there could be some validity there for that. So
Yep. So that's it for the Doomsday rumors. Daniel RPK has one for the next phase of the MCU that Marvel is looking to do an X-Force movie.
all right, I'm game.
Yep.
Looking to
So,
do an X-Force, so it's a somebody said it somewhere, and
yep,
it's a thing. How far that thing has actually gone, we,
exactly.
we don't know, but got to do something with Deadpool, right?
Hmm.
He's an X-Force, right? Yeah,
Yep, I believe Deadpool was a former member. Was he?
thought so.
Not seeing him on the list, but
I could be
like
wrong.
Cable, Domino, Forge, Marrow, Psylocke, Moonstar, Sunspot, Warpath, etc., etc. So
Um,
it's definitely an interesting group. I think that could be good. Uh, and they're a grittier X-Men or mutant team, so people would probably like that.
yeah, I give this spot to put Deadpool for sure.
Yeah,
Yes, he was in X-Force. Uh, and maybe some of the other, yeah, make it a little bit more gritty.
yeah,
I could see that being the case. So it gives Marvel a little bit of control over, just like, it kind of like tones back the vulgarity of Deadpool, but you can still give it that edginess that
yeah.
some people like, that people do like about Deadpool.
Yep. Um, James Macwell is reporting that Hawkeye season two, which we've talked about relatively recently, but not just that, but that Kate Bishop would be the main character for that, with Clint Barton taking kind of a smaller role and a way for them to kind of retire or write out the Clint Barton character.
Man in the chair, Barton in the chair, kind of thing.
Barton doesn't want to be in the chair. He just wants to spend time with his family. Greg,
I know,
stop
that's what I'm
trying to make
saying.
him.
He could be
Stop
at
making him,
home,
giving him extra work. He just wants to run his farm and enjoy his life. Let him do that, Greg.
work from home, man. You can work from home, can just be in his jammies.
Yeah. That one makes a lot of sense. We've talked about it before. This one's also James Macwell. Um, two Wolverines in the next MCU saga, with Hugh Jackman being Old Man Logan in it, but then a new younger actor playing Wolverine for like the X-Men movies.
I don't buy that one. That one I'm not feeling. I think you have one Wolverine. Why
Mhm.
why have Old Man Logan in there? Like,
Yeah, you already told the story with Logan,
yeah.
so I agree. I don't think there's any good reason for it other than they're like, well, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine will make us lots of money,
Mm,
which is fair.
only for so long though, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is. Trailer coming soon.
Tonight?
Marvel, it crossed my mind because the one of the rumors does say tomorrow.
Oh, okay, we better check. We better check.
I mean, I can confidently say that the Minnesota Wild are up 4-1 as
Oh,
I'm
nice.
scrolling through X because it will show up there for me instantly. There has been nothing released yet. I can double check for us on Instagram because they also get released instantly there. And can confidently say no. So nothing yet. Now, it's also not halftime. Like we're recording this, there is, because I do have the game pulled up here, 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter.
Okay.
It's a 10-0 game, in case you were wondering. I'm not going to tell you who's winning. It's just 10-0.
I don't even know who's playing, so it's okay.
Sounds great. All right, so that's it for the rumors. News, only two pieces because we talked already about the timestamp thing. First one, Brad Winderbaum says that they are starting to talk about a Marvel Zombies season two, kind of tossing around ideas, things like that.
You mean they don't have an idea for it yet? They ended on that
Well,
sort of a,
I think that there's an idea, like they gave themselves a pathway forward, but what do you do to fully flush out a whole season with that?
yeah, I don't know. Well,
Exactly.
don't paint
That's
yourself
why.
in a corner. That's
Yeah,
I
that's
thought they had like something already. Like they have like they knew kind of where they're going with it. So
no, that the ending they gave is a very horror film ending. Of it leaves it open for like everything's still horrible. We thought we defeated the killer, but the killer's still alive, sort of thing. Like that's it's a very horror trope ending.
yeah, I can agree with that. I didn't look at it in that light. To me, it was like, okay, they seem to know where the story is gonna kind of move next. Not that they had it all fleshed out, but at least they knew the direction they were gonna go. I
Mhm.
thought they had a little bit more than what you're kind of describing here, but all right.
Well, and it's hard to know too because
Right. I don't expect you to know
yeah,
like definitively
it's
what's happening here, of course, but if I
yeah,
did,
it
you're definitely not, you're holding out on me on things then, Petter. That's,
yeah. So the final thing is this fourth Doomsday teaser. Now, I haven't had time to watch any of like the new Rockstars videos on it. Um, but the fourth teaser had King M'Baku, Black Panther Shuri, Namor, and The Thing.
hmm.
And that was it.
Yep.
Like how I described it, that was it. The only thing that I've really picked up is that I think they believe that character or characters were scrubbed out of kind of the shot with the thing.
Yes. Seem it possibly just because Ben was off to the left, quite a bit of
Yeah.
openness on this on the right. So
I wonder, and this would go to kind of a theory that I've had before. So, Thunderbolts end credit scene, the ship comes through. It's Ben on the ship, and who who's kind of the main babysitter for Franklin? Ben. Like you see him.
oh, is that Herbie?
Well, I that's who I think the characters they're trying to hide is Herbie and Franklin.
Yeah. I'm wondering, so Shuri gives a Black Panther, across the chest
Yeah,
cross, right? Um, or X, what are we gonna call it?
yeah.
Uh, and so I'm thinking that I don't know if she's signaling that back to M'Baku or if she's signaling that to if there's a Thunderbolt there, maybe it's Bucky. I'm just thinking somebody that she knows, right? Somebody that's
Yeah.
familiar. Maybe it's a
Well, it's
new Black Panther.
mhm. It's really tough to know because is all of this one scene, like truly one scene, or is this pulling different parts of different things? Because all of these trailers have had a fair amount of kind of voiceover
Hmm.
to
Right.
them too. So it's it is tough to know.
I
And
think, yeah, I think there's like the Shuri thing and who she's signaling to. I think Namor, what looks to be in a sand-ridden like desert area, which looks like could be Talokan without
Yeah.
water.
Yes.
So that's interesting. And then yeah, the stuff with maybe things getting scrubbed or who's been with. That's
Yeah.
kind of the big ones of that. Kind of a some people,
But
it's
the
it's kind of a
trailer was dud,
it was kind of a
honestly,
dud. But there,
especially after the X-Men one.
yes, but I do like thinking that Talokan is waterless.
Yep.
I do like
I mean,
is
Telecom being waterless kills off the majority of that population.
well, it also for an ocean to drain.
Yes, something
So
cataclysmic has occurred.
right. So what maybe I think it was New Rockstars there. I don't think it was Screen Crush on this one, but they had thought, what's one thing that could happen in the ocean that would draw that much water in? That is the
Giant space,
removal. Yes.
giant space vacuum cleaner.
Yes, exactly. The Mega Maid has gone from suck to blow, sir. It
Yep.
would just be in this case blow to suck, but okay.
Yes.
Um, the Talmud, whatever the
Tiamat.
Tiamat, there we go. Yeah, him being removed
Yep. Just
and void of
drain. Yeah.
space. Yeah. So,
That would be cool if that's
right?
what happens.
And so when I started thinking about that, I'm like, okay, this trailer, it doesn't give me a lot of like, wow, but it makes me think like there's some cool stuff that could be just the magnitude of some of these things is pretty cool, I think.
Yes. Yep. So now the interesting thing is the Korean Film Board had the like approved the fifth thing as well. And as far as I know, I haven't heard any recent conversation on that.
Yeah. So
The
was that debunked? Maybe that wasn't a thing after
Well,
all.
I mean, it was a thing because this is a film board. Like this is public information
Okay.
on this. So it's not like it could be something where Marvel sent it over to get it approved to then decide if they were going to show this or not.
Hmm.
That's certainly a possibility. Or, I mean, there was the theory that it was going to be a Thunderbolts focused, New Avengers focused teaser. And well, we'll know tomorrow. Well, I no, they haven't been showing a different one in front of Avatar, Smoke and Ash, Bone,
Uh,
Chicken.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Avatar, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I I don't know enough Bone Thugs and Harmony to like just break into song, which I really kind of wanted to do right there, but I didn't have the words.
Avatar, The Search for More Money. I think I made that Futurama joke once before already.
I think you did, yes.
Still a good one. So that's it for the news and rumors. There were more rumors I could have pulled out on things, but I tried to pick the juicy ones. So let's talk about the two teams here, the Champions and Strange Academy. And Greg, instead of doing our normal go back and forth kind of reveal characters,
Hmm.
let's talk about the lineup that we are putting together for these two different groups as I add to mine here.
You got another one? You got a thought cooking there you had to add to?
Yep. But let's start with the champions.
Okay.
And Greg, talk me through your champions team.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm I'm waiting. Oh, that's some nice slow jazz elevator music.
I
Yeah,
gotta get
you
my
can.
laptop charger. Hold on.
All
Otherwise,
right.
otherwise it's
Gee.
gonna die. Hold on.
So,
Okay.
after that
Yes.
45-minute break for Greg to go find his laptop charger,
I couldn't figure out which way
Greg,
the
it's
USB need.
it's a USB-C. There's
I
only one
know.
way.
I couldn't. It's a joke, everybody. Okay, my champions casting. Here we go.
Yes.
We got some obvious ones, right? I think we know we got Iman Vellani, so Ms. Marvel.
Yep.
We've got Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Let's see. We also have Cassie Lang is likely.
Yep. Stature.
Um, yep, stature. Um, I'm thinking Wiccan joins.
Yeah. I have him on that list too.
Okay. I also feel like Patriot should show up. I
Yep.
think that that's kind of a solid one, even though I could also see Patriot not making it. Like just because I don't know. I think it's important to have him in there,
I
but
think they introduced him, um, and I think he's a compelling character to have introduced and to use for the team. Like somebody who really wants it, I think, in a different way than a lot of the other characters.
yeah, I think yeah, I like his ties with Eli Bradley.
Yep.
So
With
t well, his grandfather basically.
mhm.
Did I say Elijah? No,
You
Eli.
said Eli.
What?
Isaiah
Isaiah.
Bradley.
God, I must know an Eli Bradley. Maybe that's the problem. Obviously not well enough. Okay. I also think we get Speed. I mean, he's rumored, right? He's cast, I
Yep.
think, at this point. So
Yep.
Rudy, I looked it up. His name is Rudy. Everybody, Malika, maybe. I am also
You looked it
feeling
up, huh?
I did. I had to figure out how to say it, so I actually looked up because I was tired of trying to stumble my way through this name.
Yet you still
Um,
failed on the last name, Greg.
oh, what is it then?
I don't know. But you said maybe after you said it.
Oh, well, yeah, I could be wrong. Um, oh, I looked up his first name only. I
Okay.
didn't look up his last name. That's why. I also think so. I don't think they're gonna do a Hulkling,
I don't think so either.
but I
Not
do think
yet.
they would do an Amadeus Cho like Braun,
Okay. Interesting.
right? I'm not. I feel like his character's more interesting.
Then Hulkling.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have the Wiccan and Hulkling thing, but that's also
You could, I know this would piss people off, but you could do the same thing with Wiccan and Amadeus Cho.
you
That'd
could.
be just fine.
And or maybe that relationship just isn't in there. But if I
Yeah.
feel like that would also get some kind of harsh feedback. Like,
Oh, yeah. No matter what they do, they're gonna piss somebody off.
yeah, that's true. I mean, which is dumb, right?
Well, and so,
It's not like it's vindictive of if you
mhm.
pull that relationship out. Like they put
No.
Natalia and Bruce Banner,
Yeah.
like what the hell was that? I don't know. That to me is still weird. We've had that discussion. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's a multi-season show.
Hmm.
There's Like you could have this be your original team, something happen, Amadeus Cho leaves, you have room for another Hulk-esque character then, or yeah, a character dies, an actor doesn't want to continue, whatever it is, and then you can bring in Hulkling. Or you can decide we're going to do a Kree Skrull are getting ready to take their war to Earth, and then you do a Hulkling
Right.
storyline.
Um, agreed. You could bring it in later, right?
Yeah.
Who was Wiccan's boyfriend in? Was it like Teddy or
Teddy, I think. Yeah.
yeah? Keep that going. You can bring him back
Yeah.
in, if you want to have that relationship aspect to it, but leave Hulkling out,
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
Um, and then I think last like of the main character, I think we pull in Miles Morales.
Okay. Interesting. I like
It's
that.
it's because even though you pull him out of his environment, but we also
Hmm.
already have a New York Spider-Man, like you know,
Yeah.
and so bring him over because it's
To,
kind of on the West Coast, right? That's kind of where they all
mhm.
are,
It depends. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So that's my kind of prime lineup, but I have a couple like I put them as special recruits.
Okay.
One, White Tiger.
Okay. Yeah.
And Ironheart would show up every now and again. I think she
Like,
belongs in Chicago. I think she
yeah.
kind of belongs on her own, maybe, especially with where they left her.
I
Well,
think now I would push back a little bit on that. I didn't have her as part of the team, but I think that she's an interesting character who, because of where we left her with seemingly having taken Mephisto's deal, that now she has this not so little secret debt that she owes.
hmm
And I think that becomes interesting.
I can definitely see it tie in. I
Mhm.
just feel like she's so hardcore Chicago, it'd just
Yeah.
be awkward to pull her out. But she would also fit in with that group because it's kind of you got the magic side. in having that technology side. I guess you get that with Amadeus Cho if you were to pull that character
Yeah.
in. Cassie Lang is pretty darn smart as
Yep.
well, so you don't really need two wicked smart people like that. And
It's
Miles Morales
interesting.
also has some of that
Yeah.
knowledge. So,
Yeah. We didn't talk about an Iron Lad. I think he
oh,
was more Young Avengers, but I
with
think
Dangerous
that
Territory too.
yeah, I think that Champions is kind of that blend of Young Avengers and Champions team. So I would I'd skip him as well, but
Yeah.
I did. So my main difference, because I had Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, Eli Bradley, Wiccan, Speed, and Stature kind of as my main core, but I did add in one additional Young Avenger character, Kid Loki.
Okay.
I think that he's a good character to have in there because it's a very chaotic element to it.
Kind of like the Sprite in
Yeah,
Eternals kind of thing.
exactly. A
Okay.
character who, yeah, he's going to help out, but he's often doing things for his own gain
See,
as
to me,
well.
that's the Speed character. I feel like Speed is going to be that wild card of kind of selfishness. He's
It's so tricky because we haven't seen Speed,
right. Uh, yeah.
but I could see that. And obviously, that's very Quicksilver-esque
Yeah.
what we're seeing with that.
Yeah.
So, I did also toss in, I think Vision and Clint Barton would be the two Avengers characters who would appear as like mentors or like touch base
Hmm.
big name heroes for this group.
Yeah. I was feeling it. I would agree with Clint Barton. That's kind of where I think I didn't write him down, but I would agree that again, kind of the guy in the chair, right? Working
Mhm.
from home, of course. Um,
Yeah, and way less of a guy in a chair than Ned was. Like this is more the phone a friend.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of cool. Not somebody that we have involved with the missions and stuff like that, but it's somebody that helps ground the character. Maybe Kate Bishop,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of her go-to, her mentor, kind of thing.
And I think Vision too, like you were saying, if Speed is the chaotic character in there, then you have Vision show back up again to talk about like family. And it's like, well, our family isn't what it was in the Hex, but you need to work on making family with the people you are with,
hmm.
sort of thing.
The
So to ground some of those characters.
I would like
I
to see it. Yeah, that kind of a little bit of rebel with Speed, but his dad,
mhm.
Vision is I don't know. Like there's a little bit of headbutting, but I don't know. You still sense there's a loving relationship there. That'd be interesting to me.
Yeah.
What about Viv then? Did you ever
Viv,
think about
actually,
Viv?
I didn't think about her, but she makes a lot of sense as well. Yeah, Viv Vision, I think, makes a ton of sense to be in there.
I think she'd be a
So,
good addition. Although I don't know a ton about Viv, I'll be honest,
mhm,
but just looking at your list,
mhm.
I don't see how she couldn't fit in. So.
Yeah. So I want to run down our full list here because I think we have too many folks
Mm, yeah.
between us. Let's get it down to who we think the six kind of characters could be. So we have Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, Kid Loki, Eli Bradley, Wiccan, Speed, Stature, Viv Vision, Amadeus Cho, White Tiger, Ironheart, and Miles Morales.
I would like to take, and feel free to disagree here. Take Kate Bishop out.
Okay.
I'm thinking
It's
Haley
interesting because
Haley
she's been the
I
one who's
know
been recruited.
I know, but I feel like she's too old for this. Like I feel like you put her with the Avengers.
Hmm.
But she could also be like the leader as well. I'm thinking at it as more of a casting decision. Like just she's seems like she's a little bit beyond
Hmm.
that champion's a younger version of the young Avengers kind of style.
And
So,
yeah, she and Josh Allen are expecting their first child to coming up here soon.
oh,
So,
Josh
not that
Allen.
the
Sorry.
quarterback for the Bills.
Oh. No
Right.
kidding.
We've been through this before.
Dude, I don't
They're
care
married.
about people's
No.
relationship. It's like,
Yeah. But I don't think like that's not a major thing. Obviously, actors act pregnant while they're pregnant all the time as non-pregnant characters. So
mm.
I don't think it would probably limit what she could do herself and what a stunt double would have to do. But
But we're also talking years out.
yeah, we're probably talking, I mean, if this is, yeah, we're probably talking filming starting middle of next year.
Yeah. I mean, that kid
That,
is like,
yeah, that kid's born at that point.
yeah,
Uh,
he's fine. Just
yeah,
put him in the trailer, go do your job, and come back. Yeah, you're fine.
yeah.
Good parenting.
That's what Greg did too. The difference is he wasn't an actor, so it was just a
No,
random trailer. And
yeah.
the kid played
Um,
with raccoons, had a good time. Turned out okay.
my kid foams a lot at the mouth, but you know, it's cute.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I kind of was going back and forth on it.
Yeah.
So Kate Bishop, what are your thoughts? Keep her?
I, I think I think because she was the one character who was recruited by Miss Marvel, she's there. Because I think Miss Marvel's kind of a shoo-in.
Definitely a shoe-in. So yeah. But I think it's what if I could
But
see
if
her
she says
starting
no,
off, yeah,
yeah.
or she says no. Like maybe it's at the beginning, but then she leaves. She's like, and then she joins the new Avengers. Maybe she joins the Thunderbolt kiddos. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I
I'll
think
agree.
she would probably fit better there.
Yeah. I also just watched her in Sinners, Haley Steinfeld, and it's hard to picture her in more of that younger crowd role. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So Ms. Marvel for sure. So Mon Blahnik is going to be there.
Hmm.
We'll say Kate Bishop for now.
Yeah. And we can obviously have the conversation.
I think Wiccan is a safe bet.
Yeah.
How many do you want
So
to go
that
with here?
I said six,
Okay.
which if Wiccan's in, it seems like Speed would be in.
Yes, that's
Like
true.
the whole thing with Vision Quest. I mean, I think well, part of it's going to be them coming back together as a family. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, then you
Why
can't.
you can't break them
Yeah,
up, right? When you get them back together. That's
exactly.
oof. Okay. So let's just hoops and tickles. We got Ms. Marvel, Kate Bishop, Wiccan Speed. I think Miles Morales is a perfect place for him to. This is a perfect place for him.
I wouldn't disagree, but I think there's a 0% chance that Miles will be in this because Sony.
Oh,
Sony isn't going to do their
yeah. God damn it, Sony. Every time.
second hottest spider character and say, yeah, Marvel, you can use him in a show that it's hard to determine how much money Marvel's even making off of that character
Yeah.
then. So I love it for Miles, but honestly, it just needs to be we need to get live action Miles Morales in a film.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Well, it kind of comes down then to Patriot, Cassie Lang, a
Eli
statue.
and Eli Bradley. Oh, Patriot. Yep, yep.
Yep, Patriot.
Patriot,
Um,
Stature, and Viv.
I mean, unless we were going with my, doesn't make sense to have Ironheart because she's true Chicago, or White Tiger. White Tiger is a possibility. I think that's a interesting character, but is it interesting enough to be like power set wise mixed in with these others?
Right. Well, and also if this is a West Coast team, which I don't know that it's going to be because the recruiting was being done in New York, but
Yeah,
it feels like it has to branch out somewhere else.
yeah.
And West Coast would make a lot of sense because then you could bring back
Wonder Man?
no, what's I'm blanking on the name of Miss Marvel's friend, the
Oh, uh, the guy, the her
the guy.
her
Yeah,
starts with the B.
Bruno.
Bruno. There we go.
Because Bruno could be then the man in the chair
Hmm.
kind of
Yeah.
role.
Okay.
And again, another super smart character.
Yeah.
I would go, you know what? Let's say Kate Bishop's out, and let's say that it's let's say that it's Viv Vision and Eli. I don't know. To me, I think that's the most interesting team.
Okay. Ms. Marvel, Viv, Eli slash Patriot, right?
Right.
Wiccan, Speed,
Yeah, and there's
Hulk,
still
doing a
room for one more.
Hulkling. Yeah. Oh, Hulkling. It feels like, do they want to do another CGI thing? What? that's what's sucky about Hulk. It's like I
Yeah.
think it's so much.
Well,
But
that's where I do think Amadeus Cho is more interesting
true.
because he's a character who like is so much brains. You're not going to
Hmm.
do Scar, but
Yeah,
yeah. Um, or Kid Loki.
I do like Kid Loki for
I
just
think,
something different, just to bring a little
yeah,
uniqueness to what people aren't really
yeah.
expecting.
I kind of like Kid Loki as that sixth one too, especially with a character like Viv Vision, who may not fully get human type stuff.
Mm.
And to have Loki manipulate her to like help him on a special mission, which is him getting something that he wants. And that works great because she's a synthezoid and doesn't have fingerprints sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
she's helping him commit some crimes, and it's the it is very much the Runaways trope or stuff like that, where you have that character who then kind of turns on everybody or
Hmm.
gets kicked has to get kicked out of the group. So I like that. Shall we talk Strange Academy?
Yeah. Are you good at stature being
I'm
like
good with
what?
statue because I will kind of want them to redo Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne as completely new characters post Secret Wars. And I feel like Scott Lang's had a good run. So just kind of work those characters out and refresh it with new Ant-Man characters.
So Cassie goes into the main group.
Cat or just we don't see Cassie again, honestly.
It feels like that is to
It's
bring her
gonna
into
happen.
right, but she's in Doomsday. It's just
Is she?
I thought so. I thought they were cast. Oh wait, I guess she
No.
had a Doomsday hat on in her.
Yes. Instagram.
So
Yep.
I thought maybe I was gonna say if you're gonna do that, why otherwise why bring her? I don't know.
Why? Because you're bringing back all sorts of characters for this. This is very much the
Yeah,
everybody's back sort of thing, and
yeah.
not in a bad way. It it just is what it is.
But I do like I like the idea of having somebody that can get gigantic, and that was something she was trying to work on in
Yeah.
Quantum Mania. So that plays out nicely. Yeah. All right. I'm okay with Cassie not being in the final. Okay. In our final listing,
Hmm.
we can, if you are wanting to move on to Strange Academy, as you alluded
Yes.
to it a little bit ago. I'm gonna let you lead the charge in this one because I am not familiar with
Yeah.
Strange Academy very much. So
Yeah.
I was really having to dig hard and trying to understand what characters these were, what their power set was, all that. So
Yeah, so Strange Academy from the comics. This is a magic school in Nolans area
nice.
where the characters are, yeah, students who have magical abilities from Asgard to other dimensions, coming into this school to learn magic from some of the magical experts within Marvel Comics. Doctor Strange originally runs the school. Doctor Voodoo, Baron Voodoo, takes over because really Strange runs the school and pieces out to do his own thing within like the first issue. So, and then shows up a couple more times. But with that, you have to kind of think of a mix of students and teachers. Um,
Okay.
and teachers that I have on my list, Zelma,
Okay.
uh, Brother Voodoo.
Yep.
I said Baron Voodoo, it's Brother Voodoo or Doctor Voodoo. Um, I think the Hood is there as a teacher slash gonna be a villain again at some point in time because at the end of Ironheart, I think it ties nicely together. He goes along with Zelma. He has some natural aptitude for picking up magic, and so kind of becomes a teacher or a leader. Um, or on the flip side, you could go with Ironheart as a
Hmm.
teacher
Okay.
slash student. As for some students, I mean, Ned is an option. America Chavez. Um, I think this is where you could bring in some Asgardian kids, not maybe Heimdall's kid, blanking on his name.
Oh, yeah, the floating head kid.
Ace?
Uh,
No. What is his name?
um,
Axel.
Axel.
Axel. Yeah, I was like, I know it's rock related in my head. So
Is it Axel? Oh,
Axl Rose.
oh, rock. I think I meant like rocks,
Yeah, I was thinking
like
Oregon Trail,
stones.
how you would always break your axle by hitting a rock.
Wow, that is a deep cut. Okay, that's
Hmm.
amazing. Um,
But somebody to play like a young version of Enchantress. So
okay.
somebody who like this would be a great character if you had the Hood there, because she'd be a character who would get swayed and kind of follow the Hood and his charisma, Parker
Hmm.
Robbins and his charisma. I think that would be an interesting character. Now, in the comics, there are two brothers who go to the school, Asgardian brothers, and it's revealed that their mother is the Enchantress and she's in prison in Asgard, and they're really trying to keep it hidden what their lineage is so that people don't think like, oh, they're going to turn into bad guys.
Is that the Brorson?
Yep.
Okay. Eric
Yep.
and LV.
Yep.
Got it.
Um, then I put down Magic on the list. Now, Magic in the comics is one of the teachers, as well as Nico Minoru in the comics is one of the teachers, but we haven't been introduced to those characters yet. So I think they're, especially Nico, is a great option for a character who's going to the school, and a great option actually to maybe be the focal point character at the school, like the main character for the show.
Okay.
And so that's what I had on my list. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. We got some overlap.
Hmm.
Um, America Chavez. It makes sense MCU wise. Does it make sense? Like she's kind of a cosmic thing to me, like punching holes
Yeah.
and which, but to teach her magic, I don't understand that move to give
Yeah.
to. I think she belongs because I almost think she maybe would do better on the flip side and go as a
Uh,
champion.
means I could definitely see it either direction.
Yeah,
She has been part of the Young Avengers before,
yeah. Um,
but
so
it's tricky because I wanted to pick some characters who have been in the MCU.
right, yeah, I
And
agree.
this is
I
going to be a show that has a good number of characters who at least haven't been in live action MCU before.
Yeah, and a lot of my list is like there's a lot of people that are just not known,
Yep.
which I think makes it kind of fun. But
Oh yeah.
I agree, like you have to have some sort of tie-in, some bridge between what MCU is doing and a new developing show. So
Yep.
um, I like the list. You had Voodoo and you had Hood. Was there another staff? Who was
Zelma.
Oh, Zelma, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Zelma is, to me, she's like one of those perfect characters to bring in for something like this.
Okay.
Like she's the little bit kooky teacher. Honestly, this is a decent spot for Agatha's ghost to go,
Oh, that's a good
like
point.
as a teacher.
Oh, I've totally forgot about her. Um, additionally, okay, so I'm gonna add this one. 1 second. And I can't think of her name. I'll just start my list.
Yeah.
I'll start going through it and we can kind of then narrow it down. Staff. One is who else? I cannot think of her name. She was in Agatha. She was the one that had the creams and all that.
Jennifer Kale.
Jennifer. Yes. I think having her
Yeah.
as somebody on a teacher. Wong, I think should be in there.
I thought about Wong. I kept him off my list because I I think he's going to be dealing with Kamartaj.
Fair, but there's not going to be really a Kamar-Taj at that point, is there? I mean, there could be, I guess,
There's
but
going to be a Kamartaj because that's Kamartaj is just something that's exists in the comics. You certainly could have somebody else running it and have Wong taking a leadership role or a teaching role at the school. Does that mean
yeah.
you have Madison on the list?
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
she's a
there.
home ec. She's a home ec teacher.
God, that'd be a disaster.
Okay, I also had Voodoo. It's her brother
Yep.
Voodoo. But I had Magic as a teacher and
Okay.
old. So, um,
Older magic.
yeah, yep. And Anya Taylor-Joy, I would prefer continue to play her
Hmm.
because I did like her
Yep.
as that.
Yeah, if it's Anya Taylor-Joy, I think it makes more sense as a teacher.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was seeing it in my head. Okay,
And it could be
Students.
kind of a cameo type role where you wouldn't have to get Anya Taylor-Joy for every episode.
Yeah, because that would be
That'd be very expensive.
okay. Students. I again not super informed on this, but uh Toth, I thought I chose them based on kind of what they can do and maybe
Yeah.
their backstories. Um
Hoth, yes.
because there's some man thing in there, and I think that's a good way to introduce. I think he's like part like whatever man thing is. I think there's a relation there. I can look that up real
Yeah,
quick.
he's the son of a crystal warrior queen, Blyther, and a man thing named Mossy,
Yeah,
who lived in the swamps of Weird World. So
right.
not the same one here, but yeah.
I mean, how fun does that sound? Like if you get to visit
Yeah.
there sometime, right?
Hmm.
In the show.
In America
Um,
Chavez for that, you know.
there you go. That's true. Yeah, there you go. Right. Paya, I think is how you pronounce it's a she's a vampire kind of role. I
Hmm.
thought that's kind of fun. And that way you introduce
Vampires.
vampires, right? Um, this one's a little bit tough, but Doyle Dormammu, I thought would be kind of
No,
that
she was being, she's not a vampire. She was being pursued by vampires,
what?
Greg.
No, no, no.
Yes, she has powers consistent with a vampire.
A girl who was turned into a vampire was saved by
Okay.
Dr. Voodoo.
Okay. Yep. She was pursued by vampires first. And
Okay,
then,
well,
yeah, then she has a spectral bunny type creature.
oh, that's even more fun. I had a very brief description of her, and I just thought
Yeah.
vampire. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's do that because I think we need to have some vampire options here. So, where the hell did I leave off? Okay, Doyle Dormammu.
Yes. Doyle is a fun character.
Really, I
Actually,
mean,
Do
it's hard. I mean, you got some CGI to work with there, I'm sure. Unless you do it differently, I
yeah.
guess
No.
different forms.
Yeah. Doyle, Dormammu in the comics, son of Dormammu, is obviously not a giant floating head sort of thing like we saw Dormammu in Doctor Strange. He has a physical form, born of a human mother, so he has a very human-esque form to him. The CGI work would be less than that of like the Hulk.
Yeah. Like maybe some like makeup prosthetics, stuff like that
Yeah.
that give him a different look and then you overlay the CGI to
Yeah.
maybe light up his head. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, that's basically kind of what it looks like. He's an interesting character too because he has a an inoperable brain tumor. Um,
Well, that's not
and
morbid as a kid.
yeah, and basically, yeah, so he's a human kid who's then to save him and basically let him continue to live, she turns to Dormammu for help. Doyle's mother.
Uh okay.
Yeah.
I think is he like the antagonist then? Like I don't know.
No. Yeah, so in the comics, he's very much a character who is trying not to follow in the footsteps of
His
his
floating head
father.
father. Yeah.
Yeah, father in quotes. Yeah,
Yeah. And but he's got all of his father's powers, or at least a
it's a
a good chunk of
portion.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured that's fun.
Yep.
Have him in there. Um, I put Zelma in with the classmates.
Hmm. I think
Um,
she's teacher at this point, just with what we saw her doing in, like, she's not a
she's
good
out of
teacher,
control, right? She's out of control with it. I feel like,
but I don't think she's in there as a student. I think the students are all going to be a touch younger than her.
yeah, maybe she's a higher up. Maybe she's more of a veteran. She's been there for 6 years. I don't know. That doesn't make. She's that character that just hasn't graduated yet, but she's been there forever. Doesn't want to leave. Um, okay, I
She
got
clearly
Ned.
hasn't been, but
Yeah. Well, yes, fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Ned, I like.
Ned, I figured that's our tie-in, right? Gotta have some sort of tie-ins. But again, he's a Sony. Is he with Sony technically? So that'd
Yes,
be problematic there. Um,
potentially yes.
I also then I think two more. Kelvin Morse, if he was a
Yeah,
teleporter, but his leather jacket is kind of possessed by Mr. Misery, I think is what I read,
yes.
which just sounds also interesting. So there's a couple teleporters in this comic,
Hmm.
and maybe that's kind of a normal power set, but I had to kind of weed out a couple other ones, and so I chose him.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
yeah, he's a very interesting character too because yeah, he makes a deal with, like, he's struggling in school and he makes a deal with kind of a voodoo magic user
Yeah.
in New Orleans to help him,
It just seems like
which
he was
might
a
be
good,
misread. Yeah.
it could be, it would just seem like a good character for some drama, some
Yeah.
twists, right? And some of that deeper character arc
Hmm.
that the show could use.
Yes.
Last
Not a
would
main
be,
character, but like that supporting character who the main character is always trying to help.
yeah, right. Once you said Nico Minoru, I added her right into the list. So she was my
Yeah.
last. I like that idea. So that's it.
So let's pick three teachers and five students.
Okay. I think Dr. Voodoo is a pretty solid choice.
Yeah.
I like Magic also actually as a
Hmm.
teacher. I think I'm willing to trade off on that because just to be realistic, having my thoughts of Anya Taylor-Joy show up on a weekly basis is not in the budget. Let's
Yep.
be real. So special guest star, you know, um, and fun when it happens, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not sure that we put her down as one of the characters in it for sure then.
yeah, that's
Um,
fair. Oh, I like Hood. I want to see more Hood.
mhm. If we do Hood, then I think you have to do Zelma
Okay.
because
Um,
those two are tied together. I also like I mean, for teachers, Agatha's Ghost and Jennifer Kale would both
hmm
be interesting teachers. I mean, if I were to pick, I would say Brother Voodoo, I think safely in. Um, Agatha's Ghost and Zelma would be my choices
I
for
like
those
those.
characters.
I of course am going to choose go with Agatha 100%.
Yeah.
And
It's the perfect spot for her to continue as a character.
yeah, yeah. I think I think Zelma could be that intern teacher,
Mhm.
almost
The
like
adjunct.
yeah, like a professor's assistant kind of thing.
Hmm. And then I think that makes Hood then a solid villain character for this show to start because he would follow her down there and would be trying to gain some magic back, get into the school. He
Hmm.
maybe would even make some deals with some shady characters down there.
Yeah.
Good first season villain. So I'm putting him in as a villain.
Okay. Could he use his hood, turn into a leather jacket, which then is given over to
That would
um
be phenomenal.
yeah, whatever. I can't think of his name now. But that guy.
Yes,
Just have him.
Kelvin
Kelvin.
Morse.
Yeah.
Also, last name's just Morse. It's very simple, Greg.
Not Marseille. Not a little French
No,
in there.
no, it's
Did
just
you look it
Morse.
up?
There's no accent.
I'll take your word.
So Emily Bright, by the way, is the character. Let me double check. Yeah, she's the main character of the comics.
Hmm. I did see that name. Uh, I didn't really look into her though.
Now, I don't know that we need her in there as a character, um, because we're on to students now. I think that Nico's in as a student.
Nico? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's just, I mean, she's a character I love from the comics, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, she's great in that too.
hmm
So I'd love to see her in live action.
hmm
I think Doyle should be in.
I agree. I think that character is just too good not to have.
Mhm.
I also am interested in Toth.
Yeah, I like Toth a lot.
Do we need a vampire? How many we
Uh,
have?
so we have three students. Do we need, like, is our connection point to the MCU just Zelma and the Hood and Agatha? We don't need, like, I don't think we need a Ned.
Right.
I don't think we need America Chavez.
Agreed.
So
I, yep, I agree with
Magic, I think
those.
they might want to keep for X-Men and
Yeah.
mutant related stuff.
Do we not have magic as a teacher?
We do not.
Okay.
Though, if we wanted another teacher, I think Magic as a teacher, being that teacher who shows up, like you could balance your budget by having Agatha as a ghost show up some episodes and Anya Taylor-Joy as Magic show
Hmm.
up some episodes.
How many still we got? Two left?
Yep.
Okay, we got Enchantress,
Hmm.
the Broson brothers.
Hmm.
We've got
I like Enchantress. Oh man, we're starting to get a lot of like fairly conflicted characters here as students, but it's also like this is going to have a high school drama type feel
yeah,
to it.
right.
So,
We got Paya, the vampire.
Yep.
Uh,
Calvin.
Calvin. Hmm. Okay, I think I kind of like the twin or like the brothers a little bit.
Hmm.
It's-
Especially if you do it where their mother is Enchantress
yeah. I mean, the young enchantress is kind of cool too, just based on, I'm assuming it's a similar power set as Sylvie. Is that fair to
ish.
say?
Yeah, ish. Loki ish.
Okay.
Like, yeah, as guardian magic.
Oh man, I don't know. Oof.
This is
So,
tough. And obviously, you're going to have more students than just these five at the school.
yeah.
Otherwise, tuition's going to be real high.
Um, I don't care. I'm kind of at a point where like they all work out really nicely.
Hmm.
Um,
I would, s- I'm kind of liking the Young Enchantress. Just change it up a little bit from the
mhm.
comics. Don't force it to follow the same line. And then, do you want Kelvin Morse as one of the characters? Or do you want Pia?
Um,
Or do we just say we get them both?
well, that's a big class. Let's get them both.
All right. I like it. It's a good mix of characters with connections to other places we've heard in the MCU. So
Mhm.
like the Dark Dimension and Asgard.
Weird land, wherever it is. Weird.
Yeah. Haven't heard that in the MCU, but
Oh no, no,
that's
but we
fine.
can go there.
Yes. Yeah, so we have our teachers, kind of Baron Voodoo probably running the school
Baron,
to some
Doctor,
uh,
what?
brother
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 Voodoo?
Voodoo. Yeah, Baron Mordo. It's definitely not in this school. Uh, so Brother Voodoo or Dr. Voodoo running the school with Selma, Magic, and Agatha's Ghost as teachers. And you could have cameos. Like I would think that you would probably have, especially in the first season, half the episodes have Benedict Cumberbatch in them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Then the Hood as a villain. Students, we have Nico Minoru probably as our kind of main focal student,
Yep.
especially with the success of Wednesday.
Oh,
Like kind of that goth
yeah. Yeah.
as
Yeah.
good. She's not the same character as Wednesday, not remotely as violent, but kind of that slightly miserable character at
Hmm.
times. Young Enchantress, Doyle, Dormammu, um, Kelvin Morse and his cursed coat, Pia and her vampireness,
Yep.
plus her familiar who merged with her so she can be in the sunlight, and Toth,
Mm.
Crystal Kid.
The Crystal Kid. Yeah.
Yep. Toth is Toth is that good character to have as he is not a drama-filled kid from my recollections of the comics. He's that kind of grounding friend character
Yeah.
who's just going to be there for you.
Yeah. Like Dustin from Stranger Things.
Hmm.
I don't know. And
Yeah.
there you go. He can play Toth. There.
That actually would be a pretty fun casting to have him just play a creature of
Yeah.
that sort.
I feel like you
Uh,
do it.
I like it. So we have our two character lists for Champions and Strange Academy. I really hope we get both of these
I do too. I especially
because
really want Strange Academy now more. Just I think I'm ready for that world. I'm ready for that
mhm,
little bit
just the
offshoot.
crazy magic stuff. Obviously, HBO's redoing Harry Potter as a show,
Yeah.
but I think something where it's just new and different and characters that you haven't seen before would just feel good
Hmm.
to sit down and watch that.
Yeah. It's a little tough if you have it come out oof,
Exact same time.
around that
Yeah.
time. It's a little dangerous to do that. It could be seen as like too much of a spin-off copycat kind of thing. So, but again, like I think I mentioned this a couple weeks back, just pulling in young readers and
Yep.
young watchers, listeners of to Marvel Comics, and this may be a good way to get them
Yep.
interested.
And I think it is like there definitely are big key differences. The MCU, everybody knows magic exists.
Hmm.
They aren't hiding the secret world of magic behind everything and erasing everybody's memories. I mean, they've done that, but that was Peter Parker's fault, and he doesn't do magic.
And
So,
and Wanda's fault.
yeah. Yeah. So like that's a big difference. The setting of Nolans is a big difference than like that's just a whole lot grittier, like more grounded feeling
Yeah, good
than a
cultured
castle.
area.
Yeah, a castle in England. It's
Right.
just like, okay, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm landing too. I'm more excited for that one just because I do like the Young Avengers just feels a little bit more like, or the Champions, I should say, like a normal superhero thing.
Yeah. Um, it feels a little bit stale,
Yeah.
but
No,
not that
they
it
could
can't be
do,
good.
yeah, they could do a ton of exciting things with it. And
Absolutely.
the idea of characters failing while they learn their powers and abilities definitely has some really fun elements to it.
Yeah.
So that works well.
Yeah.
But
I like
but the idea of magic is just it's enticing, more enticing.
it. Yeah, it seems a little more lighthearted, fun, and a lot more potential for just creative storytelling. So,
Yes, that's the big thing is it feels like it's going to tell us a story that we haven't seen before, much like the special presentation of Werewolf by Night
right.
was
I mean,
just so completely different.
there
Or
could be a laser shooting up at the sky at some point in time, but for a totally different reason.
yeah.
In comparison
Yeah.
wise,
Yeah. So there you have it. Let us know which one would interest you more. Drop that in the comment section, video over on YouTube. And if you enjoyed this content, great, give a few ways you can support us. We really do appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who's checking out the podcast as it comes out. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Abracadabra.
Bye.